about to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for.
Hi guys, and welcome back to another Meals of the Week video. So this week's video is actually in collaboration with another mum. Her name is Becky and she has a channel called 3 Princesses 1 Dude, and she does very similar things to us. So she does meals of the week, shopping hauls, family vlogs, bit of DIY. She also really focuses on budget shopping. She has 3 girls and 1 boy, hence her channel name, and I think if you enjoy our videos then you will really enjoy their channel, so make sure you go and check it out. I will leave Becky's channel linked in the description box. I will also leave a link to her latest video, so make sure you go and check it out, and if you enjoy what you see, make sure you hit subscribe. Now I will get into our usual Meals of the Week video very shortly. What I'm going to do is I want to talk about something first. I will leave a timestamp in now to when the exact Meals of the Week starts, because we have, I think we've hit 7,000 subscribers now, so thank you guys. But because we have a platform, and I know that a lot of you that watch these Meals of the Week are parents, and most of our Meals of the Week video do get sort of 6,000–7,000 views. So what I'm trying to say basically is, if what I have to say now just reaches even one parent that takes note of this, then it's worth me putting it in at the beginning of this video. So basically it's about these magnet balls. I don't know if you've heard of them or if your children have them. They are basically a craze at the moment, and you can make things with them. You can build them into blocks, you can build them into all sorts of shapes, but they're called rare earth magnet balls and they are extremely powerful. A 12-year-old boy called Freddie Webster recently almost died from ingesting these balls. He only swallowed 4 and they managed to get down and they tore through his intestines, they perforated his bowel, and he was on like very critical care because of this. It's also happened to lots and lots of other children. There are numerous stories about these magnets, because what children like to do is, probably as I would have done as a child, put them either side of their tongue, like a tongue ring. They are that strong that if I put one either side of my finger, it will stick. So what the point of this is, on a Sunday we spent 5 hours in A&E with Jake. I mean, Jake is 12 years old, so this isn't necessarily aimed at little children that put things in their mouth. Jake has braces which are metal, and he has these balls, and he took 4 off, the same as the little boy that ended up in the critical care unit, and he stuck them to his braces. They then came off his braces and went down his throat. Now when we went to hospital, we rang 111. They said get him straight in. As soon as we went to the desk, they said take him straight through. He was sent for x-ray, and you can see the 4 magnet balls that are in his, they've just gone below his diaphragm basically. Now the surgeon said that if these split and then try and get back to each other, it's likened to being shot with bullets. Like, it will tear through a child's stomach lining, intestines, bowel lining, bladder, wherever they are. They will try to get back to each other and they will tear through anything in their path. Luckily Jake's are still in a line of 4. That's all it is. They're 3mm big. They're still inside him. We were told that as they were still all stuck together, the best thing to do without doing invasive surgery is the pleasant job of waiting to find out if they come out. So we've got until Wednesday. This isn't pleasant, but yeah, we're having to check his bowel movements, which he's not going to be happy about me telling you. But like I said, if I can just get one parent that thinks, oh, my son or daughter's got those, I think they should be banned. I really think they should be banned. They're banned in America, and in this country you're supposed to be over 14 to be able to buy them, but you can get them on eBay. They're very easy to get hold of. There is no regulations really being enforced, but these things are absolutely lethal. We are just praying that they come out of Jake in one piece, because if they're not out by Wednesday, he's going to need surgery to get them out, because they are that dangerous and they are so tiny. So I know this isn't anything to do with Meals of the Week, and I know it's not the most fun thing to be talking about, but I thought if 6,000 or 7,000 people watch this video and even one parent says to their child, actually I don't want you having those, or even just explain the dangers. If you Google it, Google child swallowed magnetic ball, and the stories will come up, the stories about Freddie Webster and several other children. There are numerous cases. One little girl was only 1 and she swallowed 37 of these. I mean, they're so small, I don't even know how many's there, but I just think if you've got a platform where you can reach people, then reach people. So anyway, fingers crossed that I can stop sifting through things and they come back out. It's looking good for that for us, but another child may not be so lucky. And even though you think that a 12 or 13 or even 14-year-old is not going to be silly, girls are putting these on their tongue like tongue rings. They're putting them on their noses and their ears. I mean, that alone is bad enough, but if you swallow them, it is literally like getting shot by like hundreds of tiny little bullets, and they will rip your body to pieces. So I wanted to say that because I know that so many parents watch these videos. Anyway, on a lighter note, make sure you go and check out our collab with 3 princesses, 1 dude, and let's take a look at what we've eaten this week. Right, so for tonight's dinner I have made toad in the hole, as you've seen. There is a cook with me up on this channel. I'll link it in the description box, and I take you through step by step my method of doing it. I know everyone has their own, but I've got the whole process filmed and on this channel. This is Jake's. He doesn't like mashed potatoes, so he's got a jacket potato with his and some peas. And then this is Oscar's, and I've just done Oscar and Bailey some mashed potato, and 9 times out of 10 I leave the skin on the mash, so it's just skin on mash with toad in the hole peas and gravy. This is Oscar's. And then this is Bailey's, and he doesn't like peas, so he hasn't got any, and that's what they're having for their dinner tonight, and it smells really, really good. So I'm just about to start some dinner prep for tonight, and I bought these burgers, but they need using up, so I've decided instead of making burgers, I'm going to kind of deconstruct them and make them into meatballs, and then I'm going to do a meatball and mozzarella pasta bake. So I'm literally just going to pull them apart and roll them up into little balls and then cook them. So I'm just going to add some tomato passata to a saucepan, and then I'm going to add some garlic and herb Philadelphia cream cheese and a stock cube, and that's just going to be my pasta bake sauce. So you can add onion granules or garlic granules, but I've got the garlic and herb Philadelphia, so I'm not going to worry. This is a massive pot as well. It's one of the family bigger packs. So I'm probably going to use around, I don't know, 1/2 to 2/3. I'll just pop that in there and just melt that together on a low heat. Add a stock cube. I think I'm going to use a chicken one. And I've got my meatballs in the oven and my pasta is boiling. And then I've just got some mozzarella I'm going to chop up. It's this one from Lidl. I think it's about 44p. I'm just going to chop that up and layer that in the pasta bake. But I'm just going to put this on a heat now, just a medium heat, and just let the Philadelphia melt into the passata. It makes a really nice creamy sauce. So I'll show you it when I'm assembling it after I've blended this together. Mix round. The meatballs aren't fully cooked yet, but it is going back into the oven, so they will crisp up quite nicely. That's why I'm going to try and leave them poking out a little bit onto the top. Probably should have used a bigger dish for this one. Make sure everything's coated and all your mozzarella's mixed in and all your pasta's coated with the sauce. And what I'm going to do is pop this in the oven with the meatballs just poking out a little bit. And you could probably give it about 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm going to add some grated cheese. I'm just going to wipe the sides. Yeah, 10 or 15 minutes, and then I'm going to add some grated cheese and pop it back in for another 10 minutes till it goes crispy and brown. And that's it, our mozzarella and meatball Italian pasta bake. I'm just going to grate some cheddar on top of the pasta bake. Definitely should have used a bigger dish, but never mind. So I'm just going to pop some cheese on and then put it back in the oven until this melts and goes crispy. The meatballs have crisped up nicely, and then it will be done. It's so quick and easy to do, and it's a real favourite with the kids. Right, so here it is out of the oven. As you can see, it's absolutely boiling hot, so I'm going to let it sit for a little while because I find that then it goes a little bit thicker and it's easier to dish up. But the meatballs have gone nice and brown and the cheese is melted, and all the mozzarella will be hidden in there and go all stringy and nice when I dish it up. So I will show you it plated up. Just so I'd show you, you can see the mozzarella has gone all stringy and melty just as I'm trying to dish it up. And there's big chunks of it in there. So here it is dished up. I've put it in the little grey bowls just to hold it together a little bit, but the mozzarella's gone really nice and melty. So we've got Bailey, Jakes and Oscar's. They're all pretty much similar tonight. Oscar said he's absolutely starving, so I've done him a big portion. Steve and I are going to have something a little bit later when he's home from work, because I like to wait for him, and I don't think we're going to be having this, although smelling it I might change my mind, but we're probably going to try and have a salad or something a little bit less cheesy. Steve and I have got salad with some cottage cheese in it tonight, lettuce, cucumber, tomato, spring onion. We've also got some roasted chicken breast and sriracha on top, so that is mine and that is Steve's because we're trying to be good, and that's what we've got for our dinner tonight. So for dinner tonight I have done tacos. These are the soft shell ones, or boats as the boys call them, and we've got some mince in there with some mixed peppers. There's some salsa on top. Actually, I've left this one clear so without the cheese you can see it. So there's some lettuce at the bottom, then you've got your mince with your seasoning and some salsa on top, and then I've just put some grated cheese on top of them. I've just got to put some cheese on this one. Seagulls are really loud today, but I've left it so you can see what was in it. And then I've just done some air fried hash browns and some of the little Iceland potato mixture that I showed you in my last food haul. So this one is Bailey's, this one is Jake's, this one is Oscar's, and I will show you mine and Steve's. We're just having the mince, or a mince sort of mixture without the boats and the hash browns. So Steve and I have similar. We've got some mince on top of lettuce with some grated cheese. We've actually got chicken mince, and it's got some cauliflower rice and some of the broccoli, kale and seaweed rice that I got in Iceland, and I've mixed it all together. There's also some courgettes in there, and then I've just served it on top of iceberg lettuce with some cheddar cheese. So this is mine. And this is Steve's. I've put loads of seasoning in as well. There's salt, pepper, soy sauce, there's some cumin, garlic, coriander, chilli, smoked paprika. So basically, yeah, we've got the same sort of thing as the boys. We've got a little bit more veg and we have no tacos, but this is what we've got for our dinner tonight. so here they are all dished up. They look amazing and it's really quick and simple to do. I've also served the chips in these little box things that I've had for ages. I think I got them in Pound Stretcher or somewhere last year, I can't remember. But so this one is Bailey's and they've just got some oven chips with it. We've got Jake's, and this one is Oscar's. He's just got half for now, but I'm not sure if the boys are going to manage to get through this. So this is what the boys have got for their dinner tonight. So tonight Steve and I have got salad again, and we've got some chicken. One of them is a firecracker chicken breast and the other one is I think it's a salt and chilli chicken thigh strips. I got them both in Lidl. I popped in to get some bits today and picked up these. They were reduced, so they were like £1 a pack and they're pre-cooked. So I've just done that with some tomato, lettuce, cucumber, spring onion. We've got some balsamic vinegar, some lighter than light mayo, and some salt and pepper. So this is my one and this is Steve's. They're both pretty much the same, but the chicken looks really nice actually, and it's a really easy dinner because we haven't had to do anything other than pop it all together. So that's what we're having tonight. So I'm just about to start tonight's dinner for the boys and I'm making spaghetti bolognese, and I often get asked how I make my like tomato based sauce or bolognese sauce, so I just sort of pop the ingredients out before I start. So I use 1 stock cube, salt and pepper, 1 onion, a tin of peeled plum tomatoes, crushed clove of garlic, some Italian herb seasoning or oregano and basil, just dried. I've also got some fresh basil on the windowsill, so I'll pop some of that in as well. And then a little splash of balsamic vinegar, and that's generally it. And I find that I just sweat off the onion in some fry light, crush the garlic, add that after the onion's got a little bit translucent, and then I just put all the other ingredients in together. The trick is to let it simmer as long as you can. So it's only about 3:30 now. So what I'll do is I'll bring it all to the boil and then turn it on a really low heat and leave it for a good sort of 20-30 minutes. Then cook my mince, brown that off in a separate pan, then add it all together. So I just thought I'd show you because I have had some questions saying what do I use, and I forgot I also add a tablespoon or a big squeeze in my book of tomato puree. Forgot to put that out, but yeah, that just thickens it a little bit and gives it a more intense flavour. So that's everything. So here it is dished up. Jake is camping, so it's just the 2 boys, and Steve and I are going to be having salad because I just remembered that I bought some fresh chicken today that needs using up, and we're not eating pasta and things at the moment anyway. So this one is Oscar's, this one is Bailey's. I've just grated a little bit of cheddar cheese on, and I've used pork mince today, the 5% fat one. So that's what those 2 have got, and then our Jake will be home tomorrow, and I'm glad because I miss him. So Steve and I have got really basic plain salad. We've got some lettuce, tomato, cucumber, spring onion, and then we've got some cooked barbecue chicken and some cooked plain chicken, and it needed using up. And then I've just got some balsamic vinegar, some salt, some pepper and some sriracha on top. So this is mine. And then Steve's is the same, and he's added some gherkins to his at the last minute. So that's what we've got for our dinner tonight. Okay guys, so that is the end of this week's Meals of the Week video. I do hope you've enjoyed it, and like I said, make sure you go and check out Becky's channel. I will leave it all linked in the description down below. Go and give her a watch and subscribe if you enjoy what you see. Please remember what I said about the magnet balls, and I hope you don't mind me mentioning it in this video because I know it isn't related, but a lot of you guys are parents and a lot of your children will be playing with these things and they should be banned. And I want to use this channel and Instagram to really push awareness on these really horrifically dangerous things. So anyway, if you're not subscribed, make sure you go and do so. Check us out on Instagram, it is the Folger Family. I will leave our playlist of these Meals of the Week link down below. There's 50+ down there for you to go and watch, and I will see you guys in our next video.
This is what we waited for.